Pick him up. Pick him up. I got plenty of them.
So toxic, bro!
What's up, Goomy Gang, and welcome back to the place where pump actions make me want to blow my own head off, and that is Warzone. So a few months ago, you remember me talking about the rear grips on the Cold War shotguns and how they didn't work at all? And then update after update, I would say the same thing. Well, one day it finally happened. The grips started to work as intended and actually did something to aim down sight speed and all that. When did that happen? I honestly have no clue. It got to a point where I just didn't care, to be honest with you. And not only that, but a part of me thought, why the hell do we even need these grips? Because the shotguns work just fine without them. I mean, seriously, when's the last time you saw a class set up on the Street Sweeper or the Gallo or even the Howler that used a rear grip? Now, I wanted them to be useful so bad because these are the only attachments that really boost aim down sight speed on these shotguns. So for the Howler, it would be such a nice addition and make it more in line with the Model 680. But then they made the rear grips hurt sprint to fire speed for some reason, and one of them helps you drop shot, I guess. The grips are weird, but today we're finally gonna check them out, and we're gonna see if they are worth running at all on any of your shotgun builds. So first off, the obvious thing to look at is the aim down sights boosts that they give. For this example, I was using the Gallo, but the other shotguns basically work in the same fashion and get the same kind of boosts or detriments. So the Gallo can aim down sights in roughly 19 frames, which is about 300 milliseconds. If we take a look at that list of grips and what they do, you'll see that the supposed best grips, which are the Serpent and the Airborne grips, only really help by about 2 frames. That's okay, I guess, but considering these are really the only attachments that can help aim down sight speed, that's a big fat letdown. 2 frames faster is the fastest you'll get, unless there are some hidden aim down sights effects on some attachments, which I don't doubt. Now, there is the suppressor, which does help with aim down sights time as well, but that really hurts range, so I don't really always recommend it. 2 frames isn't even on par with the tac laser for the Modern Warfare weapons, which I believe is at least like 3. Now, I'm kind of confused because I thought Cold War weapons had the best mobility, but the aim down sights boosts are just kind of crap, to be honest. And then on top of that, they also affect our sprint to fire speed, and all of the grips that hurt it by about 1 frame or so at 60 FPS. They probably have minor differences, but I'm limited in my testing because of the 60 frames per second. I'm no true game data, but bottom line, I really don't think it's worth it. Aim down sights does help a lot with getting your pellets at those longer ranges, past maybe like 6 meters to hit your 3 or 4 shot kills, but to sacrifice your sprint out time for just a minimal boost like that isn't worth it in my book, and you could use that same attachment slot for something else entirely that makes a lot more sense, like a range boosting laser. Also, if you use one of those lasers, you'd be losing another frame or 2 of sprint to fire speed, so if you use that with the rear grip, you're really hurting your sprint to fire speed, and it's just something I can't really justify recommending. The grips in this current state, they kind of help, but they really aren't worth it, and I really strongly recommend you just avoid them. Keep avoiding them in your classes as you probably have been doing, and use something else. Use a laser, use something on your muzzle, use an ammo attachment, anything but a rear grip. They really just have no place on these shotguns because they're not strong enough, and they just hurt you more than they help you, I found, because they're good enough without them. And that's really all I have to say about these grips. Ultimately, just avoid them. Now, they have potential, but they just lack any substance. And I really, really wish they would work, because the Howler, to me, would work a lot better if I could actually aim down sights a lot quicker, because for whatever reason, Cold War shotguns have a kind of jerky animation when you aim down sights, and they're really slow, so it always throws me off. I don't know why it is. I just don't know why it does that. But with the Modern Warfare shotguns, it's not really an issue. I can do much better with a Model 680 than a Howler because of that aim down sight speed and how much smoother it is. I don't know why it's like that, but really, that's all I gotta say. I wish I had more information to plug in to make it to my 8-minute mark, but I don't, so it's gonna be a little bit of a shorter video than usual. But in the end, I wanna know what you guys think. Have you ever used the rear grips? Do you think there's some potential there, or do you think you just need to avoid them like I do? And with all that being said, I wanna see you guys in the next video.